Hey, good morning. It's Ruben Lowing back in Cypress, Texas. So I got in like 2:30 this morning, and wow, I took so many notes at the G22. Um, but there was, and I had my new campaigner with me, um, Prince Prosper Addison. That's his real name, and um, and so it was fascinating to watch him have epiphanies, right, during this whole thing, and but what was really interesting, I was trying to figure out. He was asked like, how can he make SMD in 3 months? And so I was working the numbers, and so if you just go 4 contacts a day, most people can't get 30 in the counter in a month, right? Um, 4 contacts a day, um, that's enough numbers to get you like almost three um, licensed agents in a month if you go by the numbers. So it would be 50 people you talk to, 10 will be interested. Um, 6 will confirm, 1 or 2 will show up. You'll get 1 client, 1 recruit, and then of your recruits, only 1 in 10 will get licensed. And you can't get 10 licensed associates in 3 months with those numbers. Okay, you got to. So then we figured it'd be 7 contacts a day could get you there, right? And you'd have crazy cash flow, all right. And then Schwan Win at the same time that I'm figuring this out is given big picture, right? Big picture, and then kind of comes down to, all right, the then comes down to the steps, right? And I'm like, oh, see, big picture is way more attractive than the minutia talking about. So that was one epiphany, right? And then Prosper's like seeing these people. These people came from nothing, and now look at them, right? And it got me thinking about back in 2010. I was man, things got crazy for me, right? I was making like $200,000 a year, like 5 years in a row, then it just stopped. And so here I am, um, having to catch a bus to church on Sunday. I'm like, how'd this happen? I was, in the mortgage business. I was making $200,000 a year, and now I'm catching a bus to church. And this old guy next to me goes, "We're going through a phase of global secular reshuffling." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "I'm sorry. I'm a retired economics and sociology professor, and all those things that we've got used to counting on and depending on and are failing. And what's going to happen is the haves are going to come down and the have-nots are going to come up. There's going to be an equalization." And I'm and then I've learned about the this in the scriptures. You're reading about the faith of Baal, right? And that was made up by Nimrod, right? Because he didn't want to depend on God. And so he came up with his own system. In his own system, he cheated, right? Everybody else had to adhere to certain hierarchy, a structure, a rank structure, except for him. Okay, it'd be like me teaching some young guy who doesn't know how to play chess, and not teaching him how to counter my 4 move checkmate. I'd be getting him 4 moves, you know, all day. It wouldn't be very exciting, right? Um, you know, he did that. He gave himself an unfair advantage to get ahead. Okay, and then Swan Win was going on about the the this job. The job is the temporary income, and we need to build our permanent income, you know, to replace it, right? And it's like, oh my God, that's the whole job mentality is the faith of Baal mentality, self-limiting. Okay, and so I'm giving this to Prosper, and he's like, oh my gosh, it's like, how it's, prophesied that it's going to be like this, right? And so he's getting very excited, right? And then I get introduced him to a bunch of people, and he really got a good big picture of what we do, and how just how it really helps people. Because what we're doing is we're helping people get it together, just put their life in order, and you know prioritize things the way that they should be, right? And build on that, right? And helping other people do the same. And there's nothing. What we do, see, what we do is just teach people how to get it in order, and it grows. It's that simple. Okay, what's people always like trying to look at everybody. So this got me to understand this too. That was another big understanding. Was I focus too much on why somebody doesn't do this business. When it breaks down to it's just fear, right? In the SEAL teams, you just say, when you're scared, any excuse will do, right? And so that's it. So I was looking for the wrong thing. I'm got my radar on for the wrong thing. What I need to have my radar on is the ones that actually get the concepts right. Get it. They're giving the right answers along the way. Okay, and that got me to understand that. Okay, they don't do it because of fear. So what we have to do in our process is take away the fear. All right. And that's what happened with Prosper. He gave me his list of 26 names, and I set 3 appointments on the spot, just like that. Okay. And I'm now going to be, I know I'm going to be better now because I have this understanding. We have to take away the fear. All right. Have a great Sunday.